I just read an article that Apple is going to already discount the iPhone XR and start producing the iPhone X yet again. Let's talk about it. We have now made it to the weekend here in the United States. It was Thanksgiving yesterday. I sure enjoyed my turkey and mashed potatoes. And today was Black Friday. If you picked up some deals, good for you. If you're an Apple ecosystem fan, Apple is actually having a couple deals on their very own website. Whoa, Apple discounting some stuff. I know, it's crazy. This little Apple shopping event is going to last 4 days, starting today, Black Friday, going through Cyber Monday, and there's only like a select deals, and they're all with Apple gift cards. So if you're hoping for some discounts, you're gonna have to like turn to Walmart, Best Buy, Target. Apple's giving us a bone, but it's not that great of a bone. All of these deals go by categories, and the first category is the iPhone, and this is only like select models of the iPhone. The iPhone XR, XS, and XS Max aren't on here, but the iPhone 8 Plus is, the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 7 Plus and the iPhone 7. If you buy one of those iPhone models, I definitely recommend the iPhone 7 Plus starting at $550. It's not a bad deal. You get a $50 Apple Store gift card, which can contribute to Apple AirPods because that's all the hype. With that $50, you could also buy 6 headphone jack to lightning adapters because why not? You're gonna have to enjoy your new no headphone jack phone. Moving on to the iPad, there's only 3 models here. The brand new iPad Pro 11-inch and 12.9-inch aren't on this little deal, but you get a gift card of up to $100 with the iPad starting at $320, the iPad Mini 4, I don't know why Apple's still selling that, and the 10.5-inch iPad Pro starting at $650. Up to $100 in Apple Store gift cards. Not bad, that's for sure, even getting you closer to Apple AirPods. The next category is the beloved Macs, and this is even more of an Apple Store gift card. I mean, it makes sense since they're kind of expensive. Starting with the $1,000 MacBook Air, $1,300 MacBook, $1,200 MacBook Pro, and of course the Mac Pro from 2014. There's 3 more categories I have to talk about. The Apple Watch is only the Series 3, but that's going to give you $50 in the Apple Store gift card. The HomePod is going to give you $50, and the Apple TV is going to give you $25. And the last category is the Beats, and the Beats are, hold up, $50 Apple Store gift card on the Studio 3s, the Solo 3s, and of course the Power Beats 3. Now getting away from all that Black Friday stuff, let's talk about how the iPhone XR, only 1 month into its release, is now getting a price cut. Sadly not in the United States, because that would be nice. It's gonna get one in Japan. The iPhone XR is surprisingly not selling well. I mean, for $750, you're getting practically all you need. Water resistance, wireless charging, A12 Bionic chip. I could go on and on, especially for $750 and all those colors. I personally think the iPhone XR is a steal, but apparently not everyone, not the general consumer, thinks so because it's not selling that well. And because it's not selling that well, especially in Japan, they're going to discount it maybe next week or the following week. There is no like set date where Apple's gonna discount it. It isn't gonna be a simple price cut on Apple's website because Japan's people get their phones through carriers, like how we here in the States get it through AT&T and Verizon. They buy it just through the carriers, but on a monthly plan. So that monthly plan is going to be cheaper now. Could this be just Apple in that holiday spirit, or are they actually struggling? And I think the iPhone era is coming to an end. Yeah, it is. I mean, we have to talk about the S-curve and the adoption of smartphones, especially in these developed countries, is at the brim. It's at the peak. Because like with the S-curve, it all starts nice and slow. We got all these flip phones. Some people have them, some people don't. And then all of a sudden, we got these Blackberries in 2005. Everyone's starting getting a flip phone. And then the 2007 iPhone comes out and everyone's like, oh, I gotta get that. And then people were like, oh, this is actually useful. And then people start getting hyped up for these iPhones. And the iPhone 6 was the most sold iPhone ever. And ever since then, Apple hasn't been able to replicate that. And it's starting to go really down now. The iPhone X was a success last year, I think because of the overwhelmingly new design. Face ID, edge display, I mean, it was, whoa. It was $1,000, but people still definitely bought that, but not as much as the iPhone 6 a couple years back. And apparently the iPhone X sold so well, Apple is reviving the iPhone X production. Because if you don't remember, like about a couple months ago, I made a video reporting that the iPhone X was now dead. I mean, it wasn't dead, but Apple was no longer selling it on their store, and you could practically no longer get the iPhone X. This was due to the fact of the budget iPhone XR, not to confuse consumers, but apparently Apple is forgetting about that premise and they're reviving the iPhone X production. The reason that they're reviving the iPhone X production sales is because the iPhone XS and XS Max, the two OLED devices, aren't selling well. So we've already heard the iPhone XR isn't selling well, that's why they're cutting the price. And now the XS and XS Max aren't selling well, so Apple is reviving the iPhone X production. The further reasoning to why Apple is starting the iPhone X production is because Apple didn't sell enough OLED devices because they have an agreement with Samsung, who makes the OLED devices for the iPhone XS and XS Max. They didn't sell enough of them, so now they're gonna have to try to sell those OLED panels through the iPhone X, which would kind of be like priced around $800. We do not know yet. This brand new iPhone X production likely isn't going to come to the United States, but it's going to come to markets such as India or Japan, which has the iPhone XR problem. It's very interesting to see how this tech bubble is kind of popping, because if you take a look at the Apple stock, it's not doing so well. It's only at like $180 right now, far away from that $1 trillion market cap. And that right there is the end to this little Apple News update video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and shout out to everyone who's commenting, liking, and subscribing to this video and my channel. I appreciate that so much, because I will see you tomorrow for the latest and greatest. Everyone enjoy their weekend.